Oh my goodness, I have a lot of books again. So I didn't get these all at once, but I did get them in a kind of short period of time. When's the last time I posted a book haul? Beginning of June? Yeah, it hasn't been that long, and I have a lot of books here. The first book I have here I got at my friend's bookstore, and it's called The Only Thing Worse Than Me Is You by Lily Anderson, and it caught my eye because it has a very cute cover, and it's like a comic book. And then, I'm going to be honest, I couldn't get through the synopsis. It's a very long synopsis. So instead, I just went to the first page and read the first page. That's what I do with boring synopsises. And I really liked it. I really liked the main character's sarcasm and stuff, so I was like, this will be a fun book. I'm going to get it. And I did. And then I pre-ordered this Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I haven't read this yet, but I'm super excited to. And I also think the cover is absolutely gorgeous. And I love that it's a matte cover. I'm really glad that it's matte, and it's like bumpy, the writing is bumpy on it. And so I pre-ordered this from my friend's bookstore, and when I went to go pick it up, I said, I'm not going to get another book, but I'm going to just look at the other books. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Because I also got Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini, and this is like the weirdest floppy book I've ever encountered in my life. It's like ridiculously, incredibly floppy. Like it's like the floppiest of floppy books in the world. It's like got Bible paper almost, which I think is one of the reasons why it's so floppy. But anyway, I'm not sure if I like it, but I like it. I had seen a lot of people actually talk about this on BookTube, and I thought it was high fantasy, but it's actually urban fantasy. Because I read the synopsis, and it's about a girl who's allergic to everything, and then she finds out that she's from a different world, and that's why she's allergic to everything, because she actually doesn't belong on in the regular Earth world or whatever, and then I forget what happens, but she has to do something in this magical world. And so I think it sounds really good, and I think I would enjoy it. So yeah, I got this too. I also got The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Stedman. My boyfriend got this for me at the book sale at his work. So it's in kind of rough shape, but it's not in like horrible shape. It's mostly just the spine and just here. But you know, it looks loved. So, yep, I've also heard a lot about this. I don't know what it's about. A couple who lives in a lighthouse, and then something happens. So, I've heard it's really good. I also got Rush by Eve Silver, and I got this at the dollar store. That's exciting. I paid $1.25 for it. And it's hardcover. And this was actually on my to-read list on Goodreads for a very long time, and I had just taken it off because I was going through my to-read list and taking stuff off, and I was like, I'm probably not going to read it. And I took it off, and then like literally the next day I was at the dollar store and this was there, and I was like, what? So I got it. I also got An Arc of Every Hidden Thing by Kenneth Opel. And I'm really excited. I got this from HarperCollins Canada from their HCC First Look program. So there was a form that you could fill out requesting it, and they were going to pick 10 people to get it, to do a review for it. And so I was one of the people that was picked, and so I'm super excited. And it's about a teenager and his dad, and a teenager and her dad, I think? I forget, but it's two teenagers and their parents who are looking for dinosaur bones, and they're both looking for the same dinosaur, and it's like a race to find it first, I think. It sounds great, and I've read other books by him, and I think his books are awesome, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to really enjoy this. This comes out September 20th. This comes out September 20th, so I will be reading it and reviewing it before that date, so that you guys can hear all about it. Also, when this came in the mail, it came like wrapped in this like little pretty bow with like rock candy on it, so that was really exciting, and I just thought that was a cute little touch. And then chapters. I follow Indigo on Twitter, and they tweeted about a sale they were having. It's pretty much just like their clearance section, I think is what it is, and it was $6 hardcovers. So I went onto the website to see if I wanted any of them. And I got The Best Night of Your Pathetic Life by Tara Aldebrando. And I don't even remember what this is about. It's like some kind of like graduation party or something, and it's a scavenger hunt. Yeah, it's a scavenger hunt for like a graduation party or something. And so I'm hoping it takes place over just like the one night, because I feel like that would be incredibly fun. I also really, really enjoyed the cover on it. And then I had a 20% off coupon from the last time I was at Chapters. that I was like, well, I might as well use it, but I won't let me use it for a book that was already on sale. So I used it on The Neverland Wars by Audrey Greathouse, which I had wanted to get before it even came out. So first of all, I love the cover. And it's about a girl whose sister gets taken away to Neverland, I think, and she has to go to Neverland and get her back. I think it'll be fun. And so I used my 20% off coupon for that. And then I was gonna get a third book so I could get free shipping, but then I was like, no, Nat, you don't need a third book. So I just said to ship it to my nearest store for free, which is a little bit of a ways away from me. So I was like, that's okay, I'll be in that town at some point in the near future. And so I went this week to go pick them up with my friend, and we got another book while we were there. We each got a copy, and we got We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson, and it's actually quite funny because we were looking at a whole bunch of books. This intrigued both of us because the cover was really, really pretty. And so Laura read the synopsis first, and she was like, what? That's weird. And I was like, what? And so she said, read the synopsis and tell me what you think. And so I started reading it, and I was like, oh, okay, yep. Whoa, okay, that's random. So I'm going to read it to you, because it just takes it's just a random, complete 180 halfway through the synopsis. There are a few things that Henry Denton knows, and a few things that he doesn't. Henry knows that his mom is struggling to keep the family together and coping by chain-smoking cigarettes. He knows that his older brother is a college dropout with a pregnant girlfriend. He knows that he is slowly losing his grandmother to Alzheimer's, and he knows that his boyfriend committed suicide last year. What Henry doesn't know is why the aliens chose to abduct him when he was 13. Like... Anyway, let's continue. And he doesn't know why they continue to steal him from his bed and take him aboard their ship. He doesn't know why the world is going to end, or why the aliens have offered him the opportunity to avert the impending disaster by pressing a big red button. But they have, and they've only given him 144 days to make up his mind. Anyway, we thought it sounded good, but it was just funny. The way the synopsis just took a complete turn. Also, we read the first page, so I read the first 2 sentences, I think. I read the first couple sentences, and I was like, oh, no, I really like it. And then so Laura read it, and she read the first 3 words, and she was like, yep, I like it already too. So we both got it, and we're going to read it together soon. And then my last one is 3 books that I'm going to unbox. I got them from work. We have this point system that you can get for like doing good things at work, and then you can buy things with your points. And I got 3 books. It was actually very, very difficult to get 3 books because I had 300 points, and most of the books that I wanted, that I searched for, that were actually available, were a stupid amount of points, so that I could only get 2 books and then have a lot of points left over, but not enough to get anything good with them. So I managed to get 3 books out of it, and I have no idea what format they're in because it didn't tell me. I just got to pick the books. So let's see. So they're just in this box here. So there's 3 books in here, apparently. Oh, I ripped it. I ripped the tape. Let's see. Okay, so I got The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I knew this was a small book, but I was expecting it to not be this small. But anyway, so I got this one. I read The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, and I really, really liked it. So I'm sure this will be good. And little books are fun too, because then you feel like you're super accomplished when you read it really quickly. I also got Matilda by Roald Dahl. This is a cute version. I have read James and the Giant Peach, and I have just recently read the BFG for the Booktubeathon, and so I'm really excited to read this one, also because I really loved the movie when I was little. So I'm kind of sad now, though, that my version of the BFG doesn't match this one, but what you gonna do? It was basically free, so... Oh, wow! This is nice. I got Anne of Green Gables, and it's like this fake leather stuff, and it's really nice. This is really awesome, and I just got it because, again, I was having trouble finding books that were a decent point amount that I actually wanted, and it was so funny because at first, like, if you don't actually search for a specific book in the search thing, if you just go fiction, it's like all classics that come up. And I was like, I don't want any classics. And she was like, oh, I like classics. And I was like, I do not. And then I didn't know what other books to get. So far I'd only had The Ocean at the End of the Lane in my shopping cart, and I didn't know what other book to try and search for. And she was like, ooh, Anne of Green Gables. I really liked that when I was younger. And plus it's Canadian. And I was like, yeah, and it takes place in PEI. And I used to live there, so maybe I should get it. Shame on me. I've never read Anne of Green Gables. So this is a beautiful version. I'm so happy with this. This is great. Oh man, the writing is little inside. That's okay. It's really pretty. I want like a bunch of classics in this version. I want like Peter Pan in this style. I hope you can get Peter Pan in this style. What kind of things does it say on it? Marilla, I'm so glad to live in a world where there are Octobers. That's kind of cute. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. Isn't it splendid to think of all the things there are to find out about? This is really neat. It's just like little quotes and stuff. So anyway, that's my book haul. I should stop buying books. I need to stop. Tell me to stop.